Hello students, welcome back to Mr. Laver's computing course. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in this lesson is we're going to be applying our CSS to our pet pages and pretty much finish our website. So what we'll do is we'll see where we got up to last time, and I've got here our pet shop website, and if I open it up, you remember last time that we made the CSS file here called site, and we used the home page here which we linked to the site, and then if I open up the home page, which is open here, you can see what we've got here. So I'll just make things a bit better. Right, so there we go. And this is our home page. We've got dogs for sale, cats for sale, fish for sale, and birds for sale. They're all on one page, and then we're going to have separate pages here, which we've linked to for each of these different animal types. So let's get started, and the good place to start is on this page, and if I click here, we'll see what happens. Okay. So it's looking for the dogs.html file, and if we have a look here, we can see that it's actually HTML rather than HTML. So that's the first thing we need to fix. So with this home page, I'm going to right click on it, open it with Notepad++, and I'll just bring it over here, and we'll go down to our links, which are here. And I'm going to remove all the L's off the end. You can use HTML or HTM. It makes no difference. We're using HTM. So we've got some links here. We've also got some links right at the bottom of the page. So we'll remove the L off those also. And then save that. And go back here to our where was it? To our web page, and back here, not there, no, back here, and refresh that, push F5 to refresh it. This time if I click here, there we go. We've got our dogs for sale page here, and I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so I can see it all. Now what's happened here is our links are different because we haven't yet linked this dogs page here to our CSS file. So that will probably be the first thing that we should be doing. I'm going to go back here. No, I'm not. I think I'm going to go here, and where are we? Sorry about that. Go here, and we'll open up our dogs page, which we're going to edit with Notepad. And in here we haven't got our link to the CSS file, so I'm just going to go to the home page here, and right up the top here, this link here is what we need, this line here, which links our site.css page to the dogs page. So I'll just Shift N and Control C to copy that. It goes under the title here. We'll tab in and paste. And if I save that, and that was Control S I used to save. And now we go here, we should see some changes here. So we can see there that the links have all changed. The H1 tag has changed. And that's excellent. That's been brought through from the CSS file. So this is the page that we need to get looking better than this. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a heading up here, why do dogs make good pets? And we've got a paragraph here, and how to care for your dog, and another paragraph. So we really need to sort these out. They're too close to the edge over here. The text here could be improved. So generally what we're going to do is we're going to work on this here. So if I go back to the dogs and Notepad++, the dogs HTML page, we scroll down here, we can see here that this is the area that we're going to work in, and it's in this div here. We've got a div start there and a div finish there, the same here. And first thing is I want to fix up those margins on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into a class of, now let me think, I might just, okay, we're going to make it a class called About Pet. Okay, it can be any name we like, but we'll try to make it something that means something. And these two paragraphs, this area here, is talking about the pet, so we'll just call it About Pet. So that div is going to be in a class of About Pet, and I'm going to copy that and put this div here in the same class, and then we'll save that. And now we need to go through to our CSS file. So I've got it here. I'm going to open that with Notepad++, and here we are. This is the CSS that we did the other day. So I'll just add a new div here, and it's going to be of class About Pet. So it's going to be targeting that one, and we'll put a couple of curly brackets there. And the first thing is that I want to try to get, I'm just going to go back here, I'm going to get this text off the side here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back here. First of all, I think what we might do is we might just put a border around all of, should I do that or not? No, maybe we won't. We'll just put some padding in. Now padding, remember, is inside the border. We're not going to be able to see the border, but it is inside the border, and I just want to do it on the left. So padding on the left, and we're going to use a percentage. So I'm going to use 10% and finish it off with a semicolon. And that, I'll quickly save that. We'll go back to our page here, we'll refresh that, and you can see how we've brought that those two divs inside. We've moved it up, and it's exactly what we want to do. So now we need to do it for the right hand side here. I want to move it up the right, so that's going to be very simple. We just go back here and we'll copy that line, put it on the next line, control paste, and rather than padding left, this is going to be on the right. Okay, so we'll save that, we'll go back, we'll have a look and see what it looks like. There we go. Now it's quite hard to see on the screen. I might just zoom out a little bit. To zoom in and out, I'm holding the control key and I'm wheeling backwards and forwards with the mouse, which you can do in the browser, and that's a good way to zoom in and out. Okay, so there we go. That's looking pretty good. Now one thing I've noticed here is that we click here, we go into our dogs page, but we need to go back to our home page. So I'm going to go and put a link back on our dogs page, back to the home page now. So we'll go to our dogs. Here's the links here. I'm just going to copy that and paste it, make sure I've indented, and we're just going to change this to our home dot, oh, it's not HTML, it's HTM. And all of these need to actually have the L taken off them. we'll take off the L off all of those. We'll put in here the word home, and we'll save that. Control S, Alt Tab will take us through to the browser, and F5 to refresh, and you can see now we've got this home page. So I can click on this, we go back to our home page, and then click on the dogs for sale and back here. So that's looking pretty good. Now these are, I think these are H2 tags. I'm going to let you guys style that. In fact, you can probably style these paragraphs as well, make them look a little bit better. Maybe background color, maybe a border, maybe a change of font or font size. You guys can make the improvements with this. I'm not going to do that, otherwise my video would be too long. But always remember that you can, I'm going to show you here, you can do a search for W3 schools, and this is what all professional web developers use. And come here, click on the Learn CSS, and where are we? Maybe it's here. It is. Okay, so here we are. We can learn all about the fonts, links. You can change anything. There's your borders. If you want to change the borders, click here and it'll give you the instructions of how to do it. There's some code there to make a dashed border. Gives you examples of things that you can do. There's a huge amount in here of many things to learn and to change on your website. So I'm going to leave it at that. We're just going to concentrate on getting this done. Okay, so we've done that part there, all about our pets. So what we need to do now is focus on these areas here, which is talking about each pet that we've got to sell. So we're starting off with the title here. We've then got the price of the pet. We've then got a paragraph with a bit of a selling, some selling text to try and impress people, and we've got a picture of the pet. So we've got these 4 items here, and we need to really put a border around them so that they all held together, and it makes it look better. And also we need to bring this text in from the left hand and the right hand side. So let's get started at that. So here we go. We'll go to we're on our dogs page now, and there's our about pets with our paragraph, and down here it says in a comment here, pet 1 for sale. So it's this div here that starts here and finishes down here. So what we'll do is we'll put that into a class, and we'll call this class sale pet, and finish it off like that, and then that will be the same as this pet2 div. So we'll paste that down there, we'll save that page, we'll go to our CSS page, and now we need to create another instruction for the div.salepet class. Use the open curly brackets and the close curly brackets, and then inside that we'll just copy this padding left and padding right from there, and we'll paste it down here, and that's going to bring it off the sides. We'll just save that, we'll have a quick look at it, and there you go, that's brought the sides in. Okay, so next thing is let's get a border around it. So that's going to be quite simple. It's just going to be border colon, we'll make it 2 pixels, space, we want it solid, and the color is going to be blue, and then finish it off with a semicolon. And we'll save that, make sure it works, and there we go. We've got a blue border all the way around, but once again it's gone right up to the edge of the page, so we really need to put a margin outside of that border. Remember, margins are outside the border, padding is inside the border. So we'll go margin, we want it on the left, colon, and if we make it 10%, that's going to bring it in the same as what it was, what it is currently. So we'll copy that line, we'll paste there. That's on the left. We also want it on the right. And let's save that, and we'll have a quick look at it. And that's done it. That's looking a lot better. However, I think this padding now is too much here. We really need to bring the text back a little bit closer to that line. So rather than 10% here, let's try probably about 3% on the left and 3% on the right. And that's looking better, and it applies to both sections. Now we've got a bit of a problem here. We really need a space between these two divs, so what we need to do is we need some margin at the bottom as well. So I'll copy that, paste that, and margin bottom, and we won't use a percentage, we're going to use a set amount, so I'd say 20 pixels would probably be pretty good. Go back, have a look at it, and you can see that that's fixed that. So that's looking pretty good. The website is coming along. Our pictures are different sizes, so we need to fix that. So what we need to do is we just want to apply this to these two images here, which are inside the sale pet div, not this one here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We'll go back to here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's div.salepet, because we're talking about that, and what we're talking about is internal of that. So if we use a space after the salepet and then we type image, that means that we're only talking about that image which is inside the salepet class. Okay, so curly bracket, and then simply we just go width and set it whatever we think is good. I'm going to make it 500 pixels, and we'll save that. We'll have a look at that, F5, and that's looking good. Okay, so both those images are the same size, and that keeps it looking nice and neat and tidy. Right now, you guys are going to fix up these headings up here. Those are H2 tags, and make this paragraph a different color, maybe a different font. Arial would be a better font than the one that we're using at the moment, and that will apply to that too. And then see if you can do the same. These are actually H3 tags. I'm not sure what that one is, but set a class up for these and this paragraph and make this look really good. And then as far as our pet page for the dogs goes, that's pretty much what we all we need to do. Now the next thing to do will be to make a page for the cats, the fish and the birds. And what we'll do is on our dogs page, we've got all of this all of these classes in here, they're all correct, everything's good. Obviously with this title here where it says why do dogs make good pets, when we get to the cats it's going to change to why do cats make good pets. But this paragraph here will need to change because obviously the reasons are going to be different. So that will need to change. This title will change to cats for sale. But look, the easy way to do this is go back to our files here. Everything is in here. So we'll just copy that and we're going to paste it 3 times for our cats, birds and fish, and then we just rename it cats HTM, what's this, fish HTM, and this one here birds HTM. Okay, and that gives us our 3 pages with all of our classes in it. All the HTML is correct, but we just need to change some of the text. So we'll right click on this, we'll open it in Notepad, and what we need to do is I'm going to use find and replace. So if I go Control F, then this dialog here will pop up, and I'm going to click on replace there, and I'm going to find dog, and I'm going to replace it with cat. Now we've got case sensitive, so I've got the match case ticked, and I'm going to find the next, and this is actually part of the links, so I'm not going to change that one, but we'll find the next, and we do want to replace that one, and that one is that's a link as well, so we don't want to do that. So we'll find the next again, and it's gone back there. What we're probably better off to do is do the lowercase dog and change it with a lowercase cat. So find the next, why do dogs, and we want to replace that, why do cats make good pets, and this is inside here. So that's actually going to be, I'm just going to replace those in that paragraph, and that's the title, so we'll replace that, and that's going to be the paragraph, so we'll just replace those and replace that one. So this is linking to the picture. I'll just drag across. You can see that it's linking to the picture, and the dogs one, you can see down here, this one here, the dog picture is in the dogs folder. It's in the images, the dogs folder. I'll quickly show you that. So here we are, here's the images folder, here's the dogs folder, there's pet 1 and pet 2. I need to go into the cats folder. Okay, so all we need to do here is change this from dogs to cats, so we'll replace that, and this is now going into the links, so I'm going to close that now, so that's finished. Okay, so we save that. I'm going to show you what we've done. Now we're on our dogs for sale page. We should be able to click through to our cats for sale, and it says cats for sale, why do cats make good pets, how to care for your cat. That's talking about dogs, but that's okay. Okay, and then we've got Labrador pups. Okay, obviously that needs to change. This text paragraph needs to change, the price can change, the cat picture has now been changed to a cat, and this is going to happen for, we haven't done the change to the fish, so it still says dogs for sale, but all the formatting and the styles are there. Okay, so there you go, you guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I could go on forever, but really I hope now that you've got enough knowledge to be able to make your website look pretty good with these 4 pet pages, a home page, get all your links working, get your CSS working, and let's see what you guys can do. And we'll see you with the next task.